This tutorial provides an overview for members of client engagement teams on viewing the next queue in TeamDynamix. We fully expect the specifics contained in this tutorial to change as we iterate the implementation of the new operating model over the next several weeks. The end-to-end process of the project lifecycle begins at the project submission and flows to a ready-to-work project. In this diagram, items in green represent processes which we have already defined and are using in TeamDynamix. The purple indicates the part of the project request process that we are ready to begin using today. Uncolored portions represent elements we know are needed in the future but are not yet ready for implementation. The request process has 3 stages. Stage 1, submit suggestion. In this stage, anyone can submit a suggestion. That suggestion is then evaluated to determine which process is best suited to fulfill it. Incident management, for restoring service or addressing broken technology. Request fulfillment, for standard repeatable changes that have defined request models or for offering advice such as how to use an existing service. Change or knowledge management, for minor changes that do not require the rigor of a project request process or for updating our public-facing knowledge. And then project requests, to address client strategic goals or to improve the way a product or service meets their needs. Stage 2, review project requests. During this stage, the submission is converted to a project request. At this time, a variety of information can be collected: costs, benefits, goals, etc. Today, we are only collecting high-level description of the problem and some very basic information. In the future, project requests is further refined through value engineering. Additional information can be collected with the ultimate aim to determine the request queue strategic, change or continual improvement, or fixed schedule on which the request should reside. Additionally, approved requests determined by the corresponding governing body are assigned to an appropriate team for implementation. This stage will be further defined as we advance our understanding and implementation of value engineering. The stage ends with the project request that is ready for work on the next queue. Stage 3, project implementation. During this stage, the project request is converted to an active project and work begins by the project team. We have taken all current items on the next Google Sheet and put them through the first 2 stages and placed them on the next queue in TeamDynamix. Information will be forthcoming for client engagement teams to advance requests through the first 2 stages down the road. For the time being, Linda Lack, as the portfolio administrator, will manage the flow and synchronize with the Google Sheet. The big win today is that you now can view the next queue in TeamDynamix. The project request process is contained in the portfolio planning application within TeamDynamix. Select it from the Sushi menu Only members of client engagement teams have access to this application today. Several reports have been shared to make the next queue meaningful to client engagement. Let's start with the one titled Next Queue, which is available in the Project Request Reports section on the left. Click it and run it. By default, this report is sorted by the assigned project team and then the order, rank, in which the team is to address each request. The following is shown on this report: the ID, the unique number assigned to the request, the name, the title of the request, the sponsor, the person sponsoring this request, ideally external to IT services, the project team name, the team who will be assigned to work the request, the rank, the order of the request for a particular team, the workflow, the list on which the request is governed, and the portfolios selected for each project request. You can click the title of a request for additional information. Today, we are only collecting information in 3 categories: general, files, and stakeholders. In the future, we have the ability to expose various sections, such as the scorecard, returns, benefits, risks, expenses, in any of the desired stages: request stage, review stage, or active project stage. A few other pointers for viewing the next queue report in TeamDynamix. You can adjust the page size to view more or fewer requests per page. We have created a report for each engagement team to view only those requests included in your portfolio. Lastly, it is not possible to edit a request on the next queue without putting it back through a workflow stage. Next is really meant to indicate that the request is ready to work. We recognize that we are not fully there yet. The final advantage of having the next queue in TeamDynamix today is that these requests can be automatically converted to an active project when work is ready to start. Doing so provides traceability of the request the entire way through its lifecycle. When a project manager is ready to begin work, select the request from the next queue. Click Actions, and then Staff. Enter the date at which the project will begin and when it is projected to end. Update the status to In Process. Set a color representing the health of the project. Update the portfolios if necessary. Select the project template. The only one we have today is called Project Template. And click Next. Assign a project manager. And click Next. At this point, the project is removed from the next queue and is now available as an active project in that project manager's project workspace. From here, the project manager may begin managing the project as an active project and start the activities of the Initiate stage, such as assigning the team and conducting a thorough stakeholder analysis.